Belief and business. What do those two words have in common? Well, first of all, I do not believe that you build anything other than what you believe. I believe that you only go as far as your belief will take you. I believe that the actions that you take or don't take are aligned with your beliefs. And this takes me back to when I first started my entrepreneurial journey. I had absolutely zero doubt. So much so, I moved to a completely new city simply off of the fact that I was going for a job interview to this popular salon. And I was really young. I just didn't have the fear that it wouldn't work out. Now, do I suggest that people just up and leave and move to a new area with no guarantee of a job? No, not ordinarily. But I do believe that faith causes you to move differently than fear. Now, I had been told that that was one of the hardest places to get a job. And so I had a slight reservation after I found out the process, right? But I didn't find that out until after I got there. I had heard that before I left. Now, this was a completely different city, hours away from where I was currently living. But when I got there, the process wasn't just as simple as going in for a verbal face to face interview. You had to do a model and other things. And I didn't know anyone from the area, so I went back to my old job, not the old job in the city I was in before, because I got a new job, right? Before I even went to apply to um, that place. And they ended up calling me back and said I had the job without doing a model. I've been referred, yada, yada. That's for another story. But I moved because I didn't believe that it wouldn't work. And when I opened my brick and mortar service based business, I did not believe that it would not work. Like, I didn't have nearly as many reservations as I have experienced in my latter years. And what I mean by I have experienced, I mean from a worldview perspective. Like, even when the 2007, 2008 recession was transpiring, I had concerns only because I heard that people were saying no one had any money, but I didn't have a real concept of what a recession did to the economy. Remember, I've never been the person to really watch the news, and things had just been going really well for me. So, yeah, that was my first time being an entrepreneur in a recession. And so, because I didn't have full knowledge of it the way I do now, that's what I mean by life experiences. I didn't know to fear it. I don't fear it now. But I do know that I have had to police my thoughts more now than ever because social media is here and everybody's talking about different things, and you have to really be centered. But I don't believe that you build beyond your belief. And in this season that the world is in as a collective, your goal is to be around people who are talking about possibility. Because if not, you'll get sucked into a space that you were never intended to be in. And there are people who, during this time, are soaring and are going to soar. Multi millionaires are being created in this moment. Multiple six figure clients who were making 30,000, they're being created in this right now season, and it is based on their belief. And when I'm watching things online, I do market research. I can tell who believes what. And so if you had to work on anything like in this moment in time, I would suggest it be your belief, your identity, your mindset, and then your strategy in that order. That's my take on today. I'm Tanya Wilson, also known as the growth strategist, business consultant, mindset coach. I support women just like you to step into their personal power. So much of their personal power is based on their belief. Scale their business and create lifestyles they love. If you are looking for added support, I have two amazing bodies of work centered around identity, quantum cash, and your abundant identity. I'll put them in the comments. And if you're looking for any other type of additional support, you can go to renewfullcircle.com. Peace.